Okay, is it too late to make this video? I feel like it's already almost 2 weeks into January and I'm just now talking about my resolutions. I just wanted to sit down and talk about some of my goals and resolutions for 2018. I've been thinking about them a lot, especially leading up to the new year. I was just trying to think of things I wanted to change, things that I really wanted to focus on for this year. And of course I did the same thing last year and I didn't stick with all of them. I feel like after you get past January, February, maybe March, they just kind of fade away, and sometimes I'll pick back up with them, sometimes I'll let them slide. And so this year I really want to try to stick with them. I wrote them down in this notebook. I actually still have my last year's goals from 2017 in here too, and I did stick with them, a few of them, and I'm actually pretty proud of last year and all the things I accomplished. So I have them written down right here, my 2018. I guess they're resolutions, but I feel like they're more goals, because resolutions are things you want to change, and goals are things you're striving to get there, striving to achieve. Some of these are really specific, and then a lot of them are just vague, and some of them are really cliche, same thing everyone says. So of course, eat healthier, and not just eat healthier, but be aware of what I'm putting in my body and its benefits, or the things that are bad about it. And I think for me, I love to eat and I love food, and so I just eat and I don't think about yes, one cookie is fine, but 3 cookies, what is that really doing to me? How is it making me look in the long run? How is it making me feel? Am I gonna feel good after I eat this, or am I gonna feel sluggish? And of course, after I eat it and after I'm feeling sick, I think about those things. But while I'm sitting there trying to decide, I never really think about them. So I really want to try to think about that more. If you start out strong and build your habits from the get-go, then it becomes a lot easier to stick with them after January's over and after that initial inspiration for 2018 leaves. Drink more water. This is really hard at school, especially because some of my teachers are really strict about not letting me go to the bathroom, or not just me but anybody, because they want us to stay in there for the class time, and which I get, but also it's so uncomfortable to have to sit there when you really have to go. So I haven't been drinking as much water as I want to. I want to drink 2 to 3 bottles a day, and I have the liter Camelback water bottle, so 2 or 3 liters a day. I know all the benefits of it and I really want to try, but it's just kind of hard. I really want to take better care of my skin this year. I want to wash my face more, if that makes any sense. I do wash my face, but just want to do it more and really be mindful about taking care of my skin, face masks, moisturizing, stuff like that. I know it'll pay off in the long run. Don't spend as much time on my phone is a big one, and I definitely think I've been a little better about it this year. I just, especially towards the holidays and the end of the year last year, I realized I was on my phone a lot because we were traveling. So on the hour ride to my grandparents' house, I just pick up my phone. And I want to try to not be on it as much. I've heard there's an app you can use to show how many hours of the day you're on it. And I think I want to get that and just see really how much time I spend on it, and then try to adjust and make changes where I'm not on it, whether it's don't be on it in the hallways at school, or only look on it 10 minutes at lunch, something like that. So I'm not constantly filling myself with things I don't really need. So one thing that I loved to do when I was younger is read, and I still love to read, but especially sophomore and junior year, since I've just been so busy with school and sports, I've barely had any time to read, and I really want to get into reading this year. So my goal is to read at least 1 book a month, which shouldn't be too hard. I actually already read my book for January. It was called A List of Cages. It was so good. And I just forgot how much I love to read, so I really want to get back into it. I've had this huge list of to read books on Goodreads that I've had forever and just haven't gotten into. So I really want to start memorizing Bible verses. So I think this is a really good one because I know a few verses, but I want to start picking a verse for the week or this few days and really try to remember it, because I think that's really cool to just have a Bible verse you can remember that pops into your head whenever you need it. And I think that's also really helpful to know the Bible better. take more pictures and document life. This is just like photography in general I've been really into recently. So I just want to take more pictures, vlog more, have my vlogging camera, which is not the best, but I just want to like document more of my life, video times that are fun. And to go along with that, I got this app called 1 second a day, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just film 1 second of what you do every day, and then whenever you can look back at it whenever. I love looking back at what I've done so far, and you can have like 1 second for each day of 2018. Do more devotions. Just try not to get sidetracked with like worldly things. I feel like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is look at my phone or my computer, and I want to just try to do devotion first thing in the morning. Blog more. I have a blog. It's addiethompson.com, and I used to blog all the time, but I haven't in a while, and I want to do it more regularly and blog about like more personal topics and things that I really like, instead of just like fashion or like gift guides, stuff like that, but more relating to me. Work out more. I've really been keeping up with this except for yesterday, which I skipped, but I have this sheet of different ab workouts, and I've been doing abs, squats, and push-ups every day, and I can actually definitely tell a tiny bit of difference just in these 2 weeks. So I really want to try to do them every day and build back up, because back in cross country season I was pretty fit and pretty good at doing them every day, and now I've just kind of slacked off. Learn a new skill. This one's kind of random, but if you remember my Vlogmas videos, I was practicing piano a lot, and I had just been watching YouTube videos about a certain song, but I don't know any of the chords or any of the like notes or anything. I really don't know much about piano, so I want to try to either take piano lessons or guitar lessons. I have a guitar that I have no idea how to play, and just try to learn like a new skill, whether it's an instrument like I mentioned, or like some like sport that I've never tried. Just try something new and try to get better at it. Maybe get a job this year. I'd like to get one this summer and then carry it on into senior year. So like if I get out for senior dismissal, I can go to my job, because I've never really had like an actual job, just like babysitting and small stuff. So I think that'd be really cool. Journal at least once a week, just like about what's going on in life. Train myself to like coffee. I hate coffee. I wish I liked it. It looks so like cool to just like be in a coffee shop and like drink different kinds, but I just really don't like it. And so I think if you drink something enough, like you'll end up starting to like it or just get accustomed to it. So I want to try to do that, as gross as it may be at the beginning. Hopefully I can train myself to like it. And my last one is just to give Jesus control of this year, which is hard to do and hard to like constantly remember, but just whatever happens this year, like I want to be able to think like I don't have to stress about it, like I just don't need to worry about things that aren't going to matter in the long run. Last year I worried so much about little things, and if I would have just given Jesus control and just like remembered that like it doesn't really matter, like just give it to him, I feel like I would have been so much less stressed and much more at ease, if that makes sense. So I just really want to try to remember to do that this year. So those were my 2018 goals or resolutions. There were kind of a bunch, and they were just random, and I'm sure there's lots more things that I could think of that I want to try to do. Like, travel more is a big one I didn't put on there. I really want to go on another mission trip this year. So just stuff like that, and hope you enjoyed and maybe got some inspiration for your own goals, and thank you so much for watching.